Yeah, let's see what we got going on here. Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi, and I'm somebody who went from working 14, 16-hour days in an office 6 days a week, often 7 days a week, down to being unemployable due to my pancreas. Well, that kind of sucked. And now I help folks who have a job and don't have a plan B, but would like to get something started online and use social media to grow it. If that is you, if you're serious or curious, drop the word me in the comments and let's go already. I'll get back with you after this live. If you are joining me live, would love to know where you're tuning in from. I myself am from Southern California, and that's about it. Southern California it is. And I got a great one for you tonight. You guys know I am a huge fan of stories, and I like collecting stories. I love to tell stories. And if a story is a true story, I'm all over it. I love it even more. So, welcome, Rancho Man. What's up? What's going on, Sam? We are live on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, later on X, Threads, and LinkedIn. If you're not following me, I go with Side Gig Sean. Let's go. Okay. So, many of us don't really like to make mistakes, do we? Now, that doesn't mean that we don't. We actually do make mistakes. I myself make a lot of mistakes, but we don't like them, right? We just don't like to make mistakes. But some mistakes have turned out to be pretty amazing stuff, have turned out to be great inventions, great accidental relationships, just been all kinds of stuff, right? So I got a story for you tonight that by mistake, a very, very well known, some that we use a lot, has come to being, if you would. Back in 1945, an American engineer by the name of Percy Spencer, he was working with radar technology back in 1945, technology at Raytheon during World War II. He was testing a magnetron. A magnetron is a device that emits microwaves, right? So he noticed that when he was testing this, the chocolate bar that he had in his pocket melted. Sorry. Him being very curious and an engineer, so like, well, let's see what else this thing can do. So he tests this out with popcorn and an egg. Turns out popcorn popped, and egg also exploded, right? So then he realized that, hey, we're onto something here. So Spencer designed a metal box into which he would feed a microwave energy, creating the first microwave. Now he later that year put a patent on this thing, but get this, the first one that really came out, it was back in 1947. It was called radar range, and it was almost 6 feet tall. Imagine having a microwave that's 6 feet tall and almost weighed over 700. You can't hear me? What? Are you serious right now? Can you hear me? Is somebody out there? There's somebody out there. One of you guys. You guys can hear me, right? Why wouldn't you be able to hear me? Can you hear me? Yes? Anybody? TikTokers? YouTubers? No. Oh, okay. Okay. Why not? On the line. Can you hear me now? Oh man. Do I need to restart this? Austin, can you hear me? No? Wait, if you can't hear me, how did you know I said, can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Oh, thank you. Okay. Did you hear the whole thing or did you just hear me now? I feel like the um, Verizon commercial long time ago. Anyway, hopefully you heard the story. Did you hear the story? Okay, good, good. Okay, you heard the story. Okay, so this thing was the first microwave was 6 feet tall, weighed 750 pounds, and get this. Are you ready for the price tag? $5,000. Say what? 5 grand for a microwave. Now, if you're curious how the name came about, well, microwave comes straight from the science behind it. Microwaves are a type of uh, electromagnetic waves that have very short wavelengths, hence the prefix micro, meaning small, right? And wave referring to the wave like nature of the radiation. First time you asked, I said no because I read your lips. Oh, okay. I remember the 1960s version because we had one. Oh, you did? No way. You had that. You had this big one, the 6 foot tall one, or 1960s. It kind of changed a little bit. Okay. Thank goodness. Okay. So did you not hear the story about microwave at all? Like um, Percy Spencer and all that, 1945. Hopefully, hopefully you heard that. Now, the cool thing about this story is that I wonder why you can hear me before. The cool thing about this story is that they are so unrelated to each other. The accident and the invention, right? The chocolate bar in your pocket doing electromagnetic waves and all this stuff. What does that have anything to do with anything? When you make that kind of a mistake or coincidence, right? Then you and if you have a mind that is curious, because some things happen to us like that, but we kind of just wave them goodbye, don't we? Lord, got it. Oh wow, that is amazing. That size of a AC unit, that is crazy. That's pretty big. I can't imagine that. Wow. So we have had these things happen to us multiple times, and we don't think any of them, right? We just kind of let them go. How awesome would it be to not think of these things as mistakes or something that is just not that special? And instead, we take it more seriously, we take it more into consideration, we dig deeper, find out more, and who knows? Who knows? It might turn out to be a very good invention. So sometimes when you're thinking you're making a mistake or you made a mistake, I want you to reevaluate things. Now, sometimes it is a mistake. You're supposed to learn and grow from it. Sometimes you're like, that's not a mistake. That actually does happen, right? And then you can turn that into an idea. I just love stories that are so like outrageous, right? You start with a chocolate bar in your pocket. You're in an engineering lab. You're working with electromagnetic fields, and then your chocolate bar melts, and then the first microwave is 6 foot tall, weighs 750 pounds. It's $5,000. Few years after, in 1945ish or 1960ish, we have Austin that says, "Hey, it was the size of a small window AC unit." How has that changed all throughout the years, all with, again, just a chocolate bar in your pocket, right? So sometimes these things just blow your mind. Some of these inventions, when you go back and find out how it came about, it really makes you think, right? It's like, wow, that's really interesting. Now we went from a 6 foot tall, 750 pound metal box to something that most everyone has, a microwave. And I think that's pretty cool. I think these stories are pretty cool because we use these things. Some of these things, we use them every day, but it's kind of nice to kind of know the origin, especially if it's like way out there. You know, you would not think about it, which is kind of cool. So larger than larger than a small AC unit. Okay, okay. Uh, I'm trying to imagine. Let me know where you would put that in the kitchen. Was that a countertop, or was that something that would actually stand on the floor? Um, since Austin knows a little bit, Austin artist, that's cool. Um, was that how it was? Was it on the floor? Counter, but built in. Got it. Wow. Okay. And it was like a handle door, it kind of opened, or is it rolled up? Or maybe I should have done a little bit more research. Countertop. Got it. Got it. Wow, that is cool. That's cool. That's really cool that you're here and you gave us that info, Austin. I really love that. I appreciate it. That's pretty cool. Um, yeah, that's really cool. So, what did you use it for? The same stuff that we use it nowadays for? Would you pop a popcorn in there, or did you like warm up and heat up stuff and that kind of a thing? Probably, right? Skywatcher, what's up? Hey, 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 how are you? That's really neat. So, time frame is more 6970. Wax fist just to defrost frozen. Got it. Okay. Yeah, it made sense. I thought that would be the functionality back then. So that's really neat. I'm so glad you were here and you kind of shined some more light on this thing, which is super awesomeness. So um, if you're not following me, follow me. I think you're following me, Austin. If you're not following me, follow me. I'll follow you back for sure. And I think I've seen. I want to say I do follow you because I feel like I've seen your art, but then again, I could be wrong. But I'm gonna go check it out after this. So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Some of you have seen my lives from a couple of nights ago where I wasn't doing too well. I was in ER and stuff, and you guys are praying for me and sending me messages. Man, that kind of is special. I like that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that feels really good. So I appreciate you. I think I've caught up with all the messages and the chats and all that. But if I haven't, I promise tomorrow will be the day that I will. So lots of kids. What's your page about? I don't. Or I'm, oh, okay, then I'm not following you. So I let's talk about that now. So you can find me on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, Threads, LinkedIn, and I go with Side Gig Sean. I'm somebody who went from working 14, 16-hour days, 6 days a week, often 7 days a week in an office. I come from the mortgage industry, 24 years in the corporate world, 19 years in mortgage world. So I come from that environment. I went from being, you know, being adjusted to that environment, if you would, to being unemployable. So, and that's because of my pancreas. So now what I do, I help folks to have a job, to start a side gig online, and use social media to grow it. Um, you asked me what my mediation encounters, mediations, encounters. Did I miss something? I hope they found. Oh, so now you're working online. I do work online. So now what? I mean, I can't get a job. No, nobody's going to give me a job, and say, oh yeah, you can. Yeah, it's no, I can't. Um, and it sucked. I'll tell you what, I've done a few lives, like going over all of this stuff, but I'll give it to you in a very small little cliff note version, if you would. Um, so, but well, 3 years ago, I my pancreas shut down, my job laid me off, and the person that I thought I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, she left. So all this happened within 92 days, and it really sucked. You know what I mean? It sucked, and it took me a while. I went through depression. I'm still climbing out. Right? I'm very transparent about everything. So climbing back up, I lost everything, hit rock bottom, and didn't have a didn't have anything, So I had to find space and make something happen. So this whole gig economy, the online economy, and the people making money online is for real. I talked about it actually about 3 4 nights ago. It's for real. Whether you believe in it or not, that's a whole different story. But it's for real. It's like some people believe in UFOs, whether they're there or not, right? Some people believe in God, whether he's there or not, right? It's regardless of what you believe, but it's there, right? So this whole gig economy is for real. People are doing it now. I just kind of tapped into it and learned a lot more, and it's kind of what I do. So when somebody has, like a job question or wants to have a job conversation, I am very comfortable to have that conversation because I come from, I've had 38 jobs in 10 industries. So I can have a job conversation, and I can carry that along. And I know that, hey, having a job is great and all that, but that's really not the answer. You know, I'll give you two things and I'll end it with that. One is that throughout this whole thing, I learned that you don't get restricted, but you get redirected. See, for a while, I thought I was being restricted. Why me? Why me? Why me? Right. Then I realized I'm getting redirected to this space. And you'll often hear me say, don't pursue paycheck, pursue your purpose. Pursue your purpose, not paycheck, right? So that's what happens. And sometimes you got to get redirected. Sometimes you got to get that slap in the face a couple times, right? Figured that out. Thank you for the follow. I'll follow you back for sure. So that's kind of where I stand now, and that's what I do. I help folks do the same thing. And pursuing your purpose is not like it's going to come in like a wrapped up box and with a bow on it and saying, Sean, this is your purpose. Open carefully and pursue it. That's not how it comes. That's not how it comes. You're going to get slapped. You're going to hit rock bottom. I call it the baseball bat of life. It's going to slap you in the face. And you're going to be presented with opportunities and stuff that you would never do, you would never see, you would never be open to. But then sometimes all the other options are taken away because, like, for me, for example, in my case, I feel like all the other options were taken away from me because I'm just so stubborn, trying to get through that restriction. So all the other options were taken away. It's like, okay, now what? You got this. Now what? Right? So sometimes with us, it's like that. Some other people get that first slap and learn and, you know, readjust. Some people don't. So that's kind of low about me. You still can come visit in West Virginia. I'd love to. I'd love to travel. It helps you think outside the box. Yeah, well, here's the thing. There is no box. We create this box. There's no such thing as a box. There's no such thing as a box. You just expand your thinking. You just expand your thinking. There's no box. Nobody ever said you can only think this much. Nobody. God didn't say, you know what, I'm going to create you, but here's your box, so you can only think that much. There's no such thing. There's no box. We just create this thing because we're just comfortable with this imaginary box around us. We just don't want to think beyond that. It hurts to think beyond that. Right? So we just like, oh, it's the box because, oh, it's reachable. It's very reachable and I recognize it, but it's not there. Right? So shatter that box once and for all, expand your thinking because that's what it's going to take, you know. And my mentor says all the time, and I love this. He says, if you don't know who you're supposed to help, okay, if you're like, I don't know who to help, like, how am I supposed to help? Who? What? Right? If you don't know who you're supposed to help, you help the person you used to be. You help the person you used to be. You're a single mom, okay, you help those people. You're divorced, abused, you're a foster parent, you had a foster kid, you've been adopted, you've been in drugs and gangs, and now you have success rate. Those are the people you help. You help the person you used to be, right? And the good news is there's plenty of people who used to be you, would love to be used to be you. Does that make sense? So, for example, with me, if somebody talks the mortgage industry, real estate industry, oh, you know what? I want to get my license and become a realtor. Oh my God, do not come with me. No, don't come to me with that because I'm not the right person to motivate you. I won't be the guy. Don't come to me with real estate stuff. Don't. After 19 years, this is where I am. Yeah. So I can have that conversation. I can talk to somebody who is a cancer survivor. Why? Because I'm a cancer survivor. I can talk to somebody whose pancreas is shut down. Why? Because my pancreas is shut down. I can talk to somebody who was in the mortgage industry and lost it all. Well, here I am. I can talk to somebody who went through foreclosure or even eviction or even judgment, a repo. Like, I can have those conversations with people. Why? Because I've gone through them. I can have that conversation with you. I can help you. Now, here's the thing. I can help you. Do you want the help? It's a big difference. A doctor can help you, but would you go see the doctor? It's that simple. It's really that simple. A therapist can help you, but do you want that help? Would you take that and apply it? Right? Somebody can show you an opportunity, but would you even listen, or at least take in the information. Somebody can help you lose weight. How? By kumbaya, my lord, lose weight, or share some products with you, or exercise regimen with you. But are you willing to take that? See, when people say there's nobody who wants to help me, it's so false. There's plenty of people who want to help you. You just don't want the help. My channel, you asked me what my channel is. I'm very straightforward. I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm not here to be babysat or babysit. I'm here to be coached and coach. So I'm very straightforward. I, uh, yeah, I'm just very straight up, right? Because I'm one of those people. Either I say it or I just don't. I'm not. There's no in between, right? And I feel like there's a lot of people that play that in between game. It costs everybody everything. I mean, that's yeah, just got to be straight up. And here's one thing about me. And you're new to my channel, and welcome, welcome. Hopefully, if this is your first time, it won't be your last time, right? What the? There's a little thing flying around in my thing, in my space. Um, but here's the thing. I mean, there's there is a way to be like straightforward and constructive, and there's a way to be straightforward and rude, right? Criticizing. I don't ever want to be rude, but I also will call you out. You know, I'm that guy because I've been called out so many times. All my animal activists are gonna freak out because I perhaps killed a fly. Yeah, I mean, I'm just yeah. So you want to keep that in mind, but at the same time, if somebody asks my opinion, I double check, make sure that they really want to get that opinion, and when they confirm it, then I share with them in a way that it may sting a little bit at times, but it's designed to uplift and construct, not destruct. I'm not that guy. I've never been that guy. Um, yeah. So yeah, I help people just make some extra money online. Side gig, maybe an hour, half an hour, 2 hours a day, whatever. Again, whatever you want, right? It's not my thing; it's your thing. So again, not here to be babysat or babysit, right? But I feel like we're all adults, and we got to do adult stuff. A lot of adult people don't do adult stuff, like adult thinking, adult acting, adult walking. You know what I mean? Adult dressing up. I'm just gonna call it what it is. And so, but I think it's important to pay attention to those things. You know. So thank you for the rose. I'm roses. It's awesome because it makes this sound on my end when I get that rose. It's like yeah. I can't explain it. I don't know if you know what the sound is. It's like a almost like a cash register. Like, do we know what a cash register is? I feel like now I gotta like double check some of these stuff. Oh, you do. You hear it. Okay. Okay. Oh, you do hear it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is that a cash register? It sounds like a cash register. Anyway, this was a fun one, you guys. You made it fun for me. I appreciate you. I thought I'm gonna come in here 10 minutes, talk about a microwave, and leave. I'm surprised that I didn't fall asleep during this live because I took a pain medication and I don't like this stuff at all. I'm not one of those guys, but I took this pain medication for the first time, and it's supposed to make you drowsy, and Yeah, I'm still awake. So, well, with that, hopefully, you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. I always go back and read them and respond if I have to, or if it needs a response. I always respond on all my platforms. It don't matter. Oh, hey, I didn't kill the fly. The fly is still flying. So good. Some of you sensitive. And if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, if you got somebody who wants to know how a microwave came about, or our conversation at the end, tag them to this and share it. Don't be stingy with my life. It's my life. And with that, I am Sean Azimi. I help folks who have a job to start a side gig online. Use social media to grow it. Like I say every night, where else would you start a side gig? Across the street? How else would you grow it? Social media. So if that is you, curious or serious, drop the word me in the comments and I'll get back with you after this live. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.